Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Before we get into today's subject matter, which is you don't really hate the mainstream media nearly enough as you should, because now the video that I made of the horrific, tragic story of Austin Metcalf being killed by the likes of Carmelo Anthony, 16-year-old killed by a 17-year-old black kid, the mainstream media are now lying and saying that Carmelo Anthony, the kid that killed Austin Metcalf, is now the victim. We'll get into the mainstream media stories in just a moment. But before we do, I want to let you all know of the Woke Dingbats t-shirts. If you haven't already gotten yours, you can do so right now. Link is available in the show description. And from now up until the 14th of April, one of you will win a free signed copy of my book, The Path of an Eagle, How to Overcome a Leader After Being Knocked Down. All you need to do is order a t-shirt and you'll go into the running. And all of those of you that have already ordered are already in the running to win a free signed copy. So why in the world are you waiting? Link is available in the show description to make it easier for you. Yes, I do ship internationally. And yes, they are $40, which is cheap considering the kind of quality you guys are going to be getting. All right. The other day, I made a video which was a really emotional one. Honestly, I was on the verge of tears because I cannot believe that a young 16-year-old boy's life was tragically cut short because of a black kid deciding to bring a knife to a track meet at a university. And there is no excuse whatsoever, absolutely no excuse, to kill a young person because he asked you to move from the tent, a tent that you shouldn't have even been in. Now, the mainstream media were initially silent on the matter. And then they started picking up traction. Then they started lying. Then they started asking people that were at the track meet questions of what happened. And now they're blaming Austin and his brother, Hunter, for being the aggravators. They're the ones at fault, according to Carmelo Anthony's dad. This is from TMZ. Listen to this headline or read it for yourself. Track meet tragedy. Dad claims murder suspect not the aggressor. I don't care who aggravated who. I really don't. It does not mean that it's right or acceptable to kill anybody over it. You should never, ever take somebody's life, all because you can't control yourself. You can't control your emotions. You can't control your anger. Oh, but no, he's black. So therefore, we'll give him a free pass. I could not believe this story. The 17-year-old accused of stabbing and killing another student, exactly what he did this week at a high school track meet, was provoked, according to his father. Andrew Anthony, the dad of teenage murder suspect Carmelo Anthony, told the New York Post on Thursday that Austin Metcalf and his friends were the ones who started Wednesday's altercation in Frisco, Texas, that ended in tragedy. Yeah, let's not talk about the fact that one young kid is dead because of your son. Let's not talk about why your son brought a knife to a track meet and then used that knife to kill another child. Let's not talk about that. Oh, no. It's the fact that my son was provoked. So because he was provoked, that gave him all the right to kill a 16-year-old kid, does it? Honestly. He was not the aggressor, Anthony insisted. He was not the one who started it. Doesn't matter who started it. Guess who finished it? And guess who now is no longer with us? And guess who now's life is more than likely also going to be ruined? Your son, because you didn't raise your son properly on how to deal with his emotions and how to deal with these sorts of altercations. Honestly, what young person thinks, oh, if you accuse me of something, if you're an aggressor, then my instinct is get out a knife and stab you in the chest and kill you. Austin and his brother and his friends did absolutely nothing wrong. They asked him to move from a place that he should not have been. It is Carmelo Anthony's fault that he was there in the first place. Why was he there? If he knew he was in the wrong spot, why was he there? And here's some of the facts for you. Okay, this is from someone Uh, CCG Bryson. I saw this. Since no one is objectively reporting on the Metcalf Anthony incident, I'll do it. Anthony was sitting on the other school's tent. Austin Metcalf told him that he had to leave from under the tent. That's fair enough. Anthony reached in his bag and said, touch me and see what happens. Now, that to me seems like a threat, doesn't it? Oh, and Austin is the aggravator. But yet Anthony's going, touch me and see what happens. He's daring Austin to touch him. That means that he is egging Austin on. Now, I don't know about you, but it doesn't seem like Austin is actually the aggressor here. If Anthony's going, he's reaching in his bag. What has he got in his bag? That's a sign to me that he's got something in his bag that he probably shouldn't have. And then he's going, touch me and see what happens. Threaten. So guess what? Austin touched him. Anthony said, punch me and see what happens. Again, not just touch me, but now punch me. But Austin didn't punch him. Metcalf grabbed Anthony to forcefully move him. Now, it was in that moment that Austin grabbed Anthony to forcefully move him. So rightfully so. He wasn't like assaulting him at all. It was, I'm going to move you from a place that you have stubbornly chosen not to move from. Now, all Anthony could have done, different set of circumstances. If Anthony had been raised right, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm in the wrong spot. Didn't mean to. But no, he's gone, touch me and see what happens. Then punch me and see what happens. He is aggravating the situation. Austin probably should have just left it be, but he didn't. But I understand where Austin was coming from. You've got someone you don't even know, never met him before in your life. He's in your school tent. Why is he there? His first instinct is obviously to get him out, right? That's exactly what I would have done. Hey, mate, you're not supposed to be here. Move on. And if he was to get his back up and he starts getting aggressive, I'm the sort of person that would go, no, mate, you need to calm down and move on right now. I try my best to work things out through words. And then if you want to get physical because you start it, I'm not the one that's going to start it, okay? If he wants to start it, I'm going to try and defend myself and move things on from that perspective, okay? I think that's the best way to go about things. Obviously, being in the defense is much better than being on the attack or the offensive, is what lots of people seem to think. But Anthony took it a step further, ladies and gentlemen. He had a knife, and no one's asking those questions. What is a 17-year-old doing with a knife at a track meet? And his intention, like, what is his intentions there? Like, he could have just gotten up and moved after he was asked to be moved. But no, it was clear as day. He said it caused trouble. Touch me and see what happens. That is not a sign of, oh, I'm going to move. No, that's a sign of I'm here to cause trouble. He's egging him on. And then again, he goes, punch me and see what happens. This story has been corroborated by witnesses. And here's the other shocking thing, ladies and gentlemen. A GoFundMe has been set up. Justice for Camelo, a 4.0 students fight. It's already reached, I don't know if anyone's donated, but the goal is $50,000. Someone set up a GoFundMe for this murderer. And the mainstream media are playing on this. The headlines that I have been seeing are absolutely disgusting. And you know why this is? It's because Camelo is black. You would hear so much of this story if it had been reversed. If Austin had been the one that was aggravating and aggressing and threatening Camelo, and Austin was the one with the knife and had killed Camelo, you'd never hear the end of it, and Austin's life would be literally done. But because Camelo is black, makes things very, very different, doesn't it? And unfortunately, in the world that we're currently living in, you've got these black people that say that you can't be racist to white people. Racism is racism. This is it's a race incident, unfortunately. And I don't know what Camelo was thinking in that moment. I really don't. But he took the life of a 16-year-old who had his entire life ahead of him. He's destroyed. It's just a tragic circumstance. And I hate that the mainstream media are lying and playing cover for an actual killer. Why else would you share a story like this? It's utterly disgusting and despicable from TMZ and countless other media organizations. They should know better, but they don't do better, do they? Now, in fact, it's more a utopia now for the ones that commit the murder, and they'll run cover for them. For the victims, the real victim, the one that's lost his life, far out. Oh, it's just tragic. That's it. But we'll make the guy that killed the 16-year-old boy. We'll make him to be the victim, not the actual victim that's probably going to be put in the grave soon. Utterly insane. Anyway, keep praying for Austin's family. The dad has already forgiven Camillo. And the dad, again, not, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened with my son. No. Goes straight to defending his son, saying that Austin was the aggressor. Seems like the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, does it? Unbelievable. Anyway, you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.